Yo, what is up, fam? It is Nick here with Living Rich, and it's a good morning to you. I'm sitting here at one of the buildings in my gym, outside of my gym, that's being built out as like an extension or like a new gym next door. And today, I'm here to talk to you about a little interesting tool that I noticed. I'm very system oriented. I like systems that work, and I'm good at kind of finding out what works without paying a whole bunch of money. And and generally that's just by paying attention to other people. And what I have found is a really interesting thing with personal development programs, because I watch a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of people do what they call content marketing, where they'll put the content out for free and then you end up buying their product anyways because you're so attached to them. And it's a very, cool little system, because like it helps people that can't pay for it, and it kind of, in the same time, makes people very rich and hard to compete with if they do this. But here's the tool that I noticed, staying on track. The tool that I noticed is that in the beginning of any personal development program, they do a sales process. And the sales process is meant to get you to buy the product. And it's meant to get you past your barriers of, I can't spend the money, I don't think I can do this, this doesn't work. And the funny thing is that process of selling you on the product is probably more valuable than the product itself. Not in all cases, but in most cases. And I have noticed this in almost every high quality information source that I have had. This is the way they sell people without trying. But in the same way, it's also the way that you're going to sell yourself, or that you are going to be sold by other people on doing the right thing. And so check this out. Like, let's say, for example, and this is my example with what I got and with what I went through. This is a totally true example. I recently, within the last 2 years, bought a online dating product, right? To help me better, more beautiful girls, la-di-da-di-da-di. So if you look at that objectively from like an outsider point of view, it's kind of silly. It's kind of like, yo, dude, why don't you just go talk to the girls, and go where it goes from there. And it's very simple and straightforward like that. But those same things that were keeping me from going and talking to those really hot girls were actually the same things that were keeping me from spending the money on the product. Okay, so I'm getting kind of out there, and this topic's getting kind of loose, but I want to kind of wrap it around, and I want you to pay attention next time that you see someone trying to sell you and trying to move you in a certain direction. And I want you to take that and ask yourself, what's working here? What is it that I can use from this? Because that act of moving one person from a state of a shitty life, an arguably shitty life, a comparatively shitty life, or at least a situation where they don't have something and they're trying to get something, trying to be a certain way or develop a certain skill, realistically, they already know what they need to do. And all that really needs to happen is to get past these little blocks that they've set up for themselves. And now what a salesperson does is he comes here, he's like, dangles the carrot. He's like, hey, look what I got over here. You know, hey, I got a carrot. Hey, you want that hot girl? Hey. And in order for you to get there to the carrot, he's got to get you over these blocks. And those are the same blocks that'll get you over before you make the sale, or before he makes the sale. A lot of times it's getting you excited. He doesn't do everything. He'll leave a little, secrets to the end because he's the magician and you're like needing advice and all that stuff, which is cool. People got to make money. But look at that for yourself next time. So, to recap, quick little recap, the sales process that gets you to buy a product, is to move you to do something, is the same process that you need to use on yourself. And it's the same process I've kind of realized I need to use on myself to get me to move and to do something. And so I'm coming to you talking, with a great deal of, I know this. But like, realistically, I'm just starting to learn this and realize this the more I study about marketing. I just started a little marketing company, a week ago. And I'm like, well, I better learn about marketing, I'm in marketing now. And that's probably the most valuable thing, you can get from the product. Because a lot of times what they'll end up just selling are the simple tactics. But if you can learn how to move yourself and move other people, that's so much more valuable. So much. So, I'm going to wrap with that. Pay attention to what it takes to move you. So, and coming back to the story that I was telling, I ended up spending $500. $500, ridiculous amounts of money, on an online platform where I can watch some dude talk about dating chicks. Think about that. Think about how silly that is. And here's what sold me. I already learned basically everything I needed to learn or could learn from this guy before he sold me the product, right? Crazy out there, right? For those of you in marketing. 2, the guy's pretty cool. I liked him, and I felt, a kindred spirit, and I think that helped a lot. 3, this is like the one little thing that sold me, and it's interesting to note. It is interesting to note that this is the thing, and this may say more about me and where I'm at in my life, and it may, because everybody's moved by some different motive, or groups of people are moved by specific motives, and it depends on the individual or the group of individuals. But for me, it was this line. It was something along the idea of, are you worth it? Are you willing to make the investment? Are you willing to make the investment? And so there were 3 levels of products. I bought the top tier level of product. I spent as much money as I could because I wanted to be the guy that was willing to make the investment. I wanted to be that guy. And in the same sort of, kind of vein, we do that with ourselves, on an everyday basis. For example, again, I'm sold on organic food. I buy the most expensive food because I want to be the guy willing to make the investment. And that, extra double price or whatever it is for like the organic banana or whatever the bloody heck I buy, that is going to be an investment in myself. and I see myself as worth it. And then from there, what I have seen is that I act differently, I act more assertive, and I act with more value in other areas of my life because of the self-respect and the willingness to invest. And so in the end, that's what got me to buy the product. And it's also something I use in order to complete big projects now. For example, I just completed a book, and it was very hard. And it was also motivated along the same lines as, am I willing to make the investment, to do what it takes to get to where I want to be? Am I that kind of person? And well, if you ask someone that, he's like, yes, I'm that kind of person. Got to be that kind of person. And it moves you to do it, And this is the kind of stuff that I look at. Like I said, marketing company. Anyways, thank you for watching. This video has been long. Watch how people sell you on stuff, and that will be more valuable to you in your life than anything that they can sell you. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Again, Nick here, Living Rich. I hope you have a rich life. Bye.